Now, this is the derivation which I am going to discuss for the expression of the drift velocity. What is drift velocity? You all know very well. It is the average velocity with which the free electrons get drifted towards the positive end of the conductor under the effect of external electric field. So what I told you this is the drift velocity. If this is the drift velocity of one electron, this is the drift velocity of second electron, this is the drift velocity of third electron. So average of all these velocity is called the drift velocity of all the free electrons inside the conductor. So for this, here V is the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor. L is the length of the conductor. So we know this, E is equal to V upon L. Now force on each electron, F is equal to minus E, capital E, because minus sign Y, because E and F both are in the opposite direction. According to each electron, for acceleration of each electron, when you will write it m into a, according to Newton's law, m is the mass of one electron and a is the acceleration acquired by the electron. So a is equal to minus E, capital E upon m, because F is equal to this, and according to Newton's law, the force F is equal to m into a, due to which the acceleration is produced in the electron. So due to this acceleration, free electrons acquire drift velocity opposite to the electric field. Now at any instant, what we are going to consider? We are going to consider the velocity acquired by each electron. So velocity acquired by each electron, when the electron is moving from here to here, it has what? It has drift velocity, it has thermal velocity. So from here to here, it is moving with the thermal velocity u1, and then it is drifted here. Okay, so this velocity and this velocity both will give you the drift velocity of the one electron. So at any instant, velocity acquired by each electron, that is v1, I have considered here, that will be the sum of the thermal velocity and the velocity acquired due to the acceleration, that is a tau 1. What is tau 1? That I am going to discuss here. Tau 1 is called the relaxation time. What is the relaxation time? It is the time between two successive collision of the electron. When the electron is moving from here to here, it gets some time, and when it is collide, move in this direction, and it acquires some other time to collide with the other atom, and it acquires some other time to collide with the other atom. So in this way, what will happen? When the electron is coming from here to here, it will collide and then it will move here. So the time taken by the electron between two successive collision is known as the relaxation time, or you can say the relaxation time is basically the dependent upon the mean free path. This is the path taken by the electron in one direction, this is the path taken by the electron in one direction, and this is the path taken by electron in one direction. So if this is the path, this is a path, so when you will take the mean of these paths and divide it by the drift velocity, this will constitute the relaxation time. So relaxation time is basically the mean free path divided by the drift velocity of the electron. So this is what v1 is equal to u1 plus a tau 1. This is the relaxation time between two successive collision. Similarly, for the other electrons, we have written this formula. These all are the thermal velocities. Tau 1, tau 2, tau 3, tau 1, relaxation time of each electron. Now after that, here average velocity of all electron in conductor under the effect of electric field is called the drift velocity. So what is the drift velocity of free electrons? Vd, that is v1 plus v2 plus v3 up to vn divided by n. This is called the drift velocity expression. Okay, now we are going to find out this in terms of the electric field. Substitute the value of v1, v2 and vn like this. Okay, and u1 plus u2 plus u3 divided by n. This is one expression you have got. Take a common, tau 1, tau 2, tau 3, tau 1 divided by n. This is another expression. What is this? Average thermal velocity. So average thermal velocity, you all know very well, it will be 0, as we have seen in the absence of electric field, that will be same in the presence of electric field also. And what is this? This is the average relaxation time of electrons. Okay, so this is represented by the tau. Tau is equal to tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau and divided by an average relaxation time. So this expression now can be written as a tau. Substitute the value of acceleration minus E capital E upon m tau. So you have got the expression of drift velocity E tau m into E capital E tau upon m. This, these all are scalar quantity. Only the vector quantity you have this. So according to this expression and this negative sign, what we have concluded? We have concluded that electron drift velocity is always opposite to the direction of the applied electric field. Negative sign, Vd opposite to E. And what is average relaxation time? Mean free path of electron divided by drift speed of the electron. So this is all about the drift velocity.